Hey folks, as we approach fall 2020, it's time to start talking about what it will look like as we return to our facility for Sunday morning worship services. Now, it's important to understand right from the get-go that we are not returning to business as usual. We've had to take some measures in order to meet requirements to meet inside, and we're going to need you to be able to meet some requirements as well. So in this video, we're going to unpack what we've done here to make it safe for us to return during COVID-19 and what's going to be expected of you while you're here. The first part of your time with us on Sunday morning is going to take place in the parking lot. Please make sure that anybody who is in your friends and family bubble that you are hoping to sit with is already here before you approach the building so that you can all come in together. That's the only way that you'll be able to sit together in the same pew. Another important thing to know is that when you come in the building, you will be required to wear a mask. I know that not everybody's a big fan of masks. I'm not personally a big fan of masks, but they've been shown to reduce the spread of COVID-19. And so when you come in the building, it will be necessary for you to have a mask, and you will not be admitted entry if you don't have one. When you're ready to come in, you'll see that there's a questionnaire posted on the door. This is questions for self-screening about whether or not you should actually come any further. It's helpful for you to review these questions before you enter. Once you get inside, you're going to meet somebody at a table who will have the same questionnaire. And they're going to ask you if you've read it and if you can answer all of the questions appropriately. At that time, we're going to get your information, just your names, phone number, and address. That in the case of an outbreak or in the case of a case that's linked back to our assembly, that you can be notified. Before leaving the table with the questionnaire, we're going to ask that you use hand sanitizer before you come in. After you've answered the questionnaire and you've got your mask on, you're going to notice that there are lines on the floor to show you in which directions it's okay to walk inside the foyer and to direct you into the sanctuary. Once in the sanctuary, someone will direct you where to sit. Unfortunately, we can't just sit in the places that we normally do. We have to fill our sanctuary in a certain order as well as empty it in a certain order, and we'll appreciate your cooperation. You'll notice that there are lines marked on the pews to show you how many feet you are away from the next person, and we are doing our best to maintain social distancing and keep at least 6 feet apart from each other at all times. While our washrooms are encouraged for emergency only, they are available. And so if while you're here you do need to make use of one of them, you'll notice that there are lines on the floor that direct you the safest path to get to them. There are also lines that indicate how far to stand back if they are already in use. Inside, you'll see a detailed instruction page on how to wash your hands properly before you exit and return back to the service or to exit the building. If you're bringing little ones with you who you think will have a difficulty sitting through the service and you're more comfortable, we do have a little area set up in the foyer where your children can play. Unfortunately, at this time, our nursery will be closed. We're not able to guarantee the sanitation of toys and books, so you'll need to provide your own items. When service is over, we'll be instructing you section by section when to get up, make your way out, following the arrows to exit the building. We ask that you please not stop and linger in the foyer, that you go straight out into the parking lot. And any visiting that you'd like to do with folks afterwards should be done socially distanced and outside. Many of you have been asking about giving, and we sure have appreciated the financial support that we have received during this pandemic. There is no designated giving time during the service. What I mean is there is no passing of the plate. But if you would like to give, we will have a box that is out in the foyer with a slot where you can put in your offering envelope. A reminder that you are still able to give online or by mail if that's your preference. At the Birch Corner Christian Church, we celebrate communion every week, but there will be no passing of the plates once again during service. And so much like our drive-in service, it will be a bring your own emblems situation. And so please come prepared to do that. While there are many who are excited to be returning to an indoor service, we certainly understand that not everybody is comfortable with that return. And so if online services are what you prefer, we are doing our best to set up so that the services that we host here on Sunday morning will be broadcast live both on Facebook and on YouTube. If that's the way that you've been enjoying our services, you'll still be able to view them in that way. If you have been enjoying our drive-in services, any Sunday that it's nice enough to be outside, we will likely still be outside. Finally, we'd just like to say thank you for your prayers, for your support, and for your cooperation. And we're very much looking forward to seeing you soon.